Let's go. WUGceLANceX16 experiment. WUGceLANCE local area network. Lansing Woo. Today's show is sponsored by MerriweatherA.Law, advancing clients S1L5 with us. Advancing clients with us at MerriweatherA.Law. Regions. Financial Corporation. The evolution of AmSouth Bank is now Regions. Bank with us. Rhino Corp. Powerful nasal congestion relief. Original prescription strength now available over the counter without a prescription. Grab your nose. Grab your day by the nose. Pence. With our alcohol-free formula. And scent-free. Terry's Gym. Look at the address. 184 Hurdle. Exercise with us. American Airlines. We have the best loyalty program. The possibilities are endless. We offer flights nearly to 1,000 destinations worldwide, upgrades, vacations, car rentals, and hotels. Other retail products available. Join now at American Canisius Airlines. Call Ruby.com. Answering calls is smart, delightful. Callers is Ruby. We're your virtual receptionist, and all they'll get is a recording. All they'll get is a recording. Only from Call Ruby. And the American from the American Meteorological Society, AMS. We know when it's raining, cold, snow, sleet. Bring an umbrella, bring a hat, bring a sweater. From the American Meteorological Society. I'm Southwest. Today is Pink Shorts, Adobe Illustrator. Our new WUGceLANCE series. Let's get to our video. The president's on standby. Today is November 16th, 2016. Hello.
Please have a seat. Thank you.
Hello, Barack. I am so excited.
Hello, Greece.
I am very excited today. Hello.
That's us.
That's us.
BHJ,
Very excited.
Including Prime Minister Tsipras, who I thank for his partnership and for being here.
Hello, Barry.
BHJ. The future of Greece. I want to thank you for your warm and generous welcome. As many of you know, this is my final trip overseas as President of the United States.
Yeah, that's PHJ.
And I was determined on my last trip to come to Greece. Partly because I've heard about the legendary
hospitality, your philoxenia. Clap your hands.
Partly because I had to see the Acropolis and the Parthenon. But also because I came here with gratitude for all that Greece, this small, great world, has given to humanity
and Pharaoh to the ages.
Our hearts have been moved by
tragedy,
Aeschylus,
Otis,
our minds have been opened by
Snyderman, Janet,
and Thucydides.
98.5.
Our understanding of
I understand the world
and our place in it
and our
has been
place
expanded by Socrates and Aristotle. In the United States, we're especially grateful for the friendship of so many proud
Greek Americans.
In my hometown of Chicago.
And Kenya, Kenya.
You can find them in Greektown
Kenya.
With their
He's from here.
Fustanella. And together we've celebrated Independence Day at the White House. We have some spanakopia,
Uzo.
Greek Americans have worn the uniform to keep our country free. Greek Americans have marched with
Martin Luther King Jr.
to make
us more just.
Greek or
American.
We're all cheering for
Giannis
Antetokounmpo, who seems to be getting better each year. And if anyone seeks an example, our resilience, they need to look no further than New York City, near Ground Zero, where the Greek Orthodox Church.
We can't explain our singing voice. We can't explain it. It's just secret. It's a secret.
Most of all, we're indebted to Greece for the most precious of gifts. The truth, the understanding of free will, the right to govern ourselves. Serious child.
Serious child.
Or was it
let us in.
25 centuries ago,
yeah, let us in. Serious.
on the hills of this city,
free child.
That a new idea emerged.
Free 30 days. Give him 30 days. Satellite. Radio. Satellite.
Kratos, the power, the right to rule.
The right to rule
comes from
the Demos.
The
people.
The notion that we are citizens, not
serious.
servants, but stewards
The
of our
stewards
society.
of our society.
The concept of citizenship.
Citizens.
That we have both rights and responsibilities. The belief in equality before the law. Not just for
advancing clients at MerriweatherA.Law. The way it should have been. Besides everything, retroactive law. Only for MerriweatherA.Law.
These are all concepts that grew out of
These are
this rocky
quotes,
soil.
not insurance quotes. Imposing a court.
The earliest forms of democracy here in Athens were far from perfect. Just as the early forms of democracy in the United States were far from
Confess with a rhino court.
The rights of
Special
ancient Athens were not extended to women or to slaves.
Special entail.
But
Pretty
Pericles
men.
explained our
Pretty boy.
Constitution favors the many instead of the few.
Pretty men.
This is why it is called a democracy.
Democracy. Fidel Castro.
Athenians also knew
Opinions,
that however noble ideas alone
Alone. Lucas Penguin. This child.
protected by institutions
Amazon.
and advanced through civic participation.
Penguin.
And so they gathered in a great assembly
Gathered.
to debate,
Pierre
decide
today
affairs
doesn't
of
like
state.
what's going
Each citizen
on.
with the right to speak,
Everything's okay.
casting their
Food.
vote with a show of hands or choosing a pebble. White for
Amazon.
yes, black for no.
Thursdays.
Laws were etched in stone for all to see and abide by.
Sure. Ben Sure. Thursday. Use me.
Politicians weren't always
Politicians.
happy because sometimes the stones could be used to
It's
ostracize,
going to be used to ostracize.
banish
Banish those who did not.
But across the millennia that followed,
Yeah, you
different
said it too.
views of power and governance
Roll your tongue.
have often prevailed. Throughout human history,
The human history.
there have been those who
There
argue
are those
that people cannot handle
people
democracy,
cannot handle. They're asking us to change.
They cannot handle
We can't change. I'm on BIM.
self-determination. They
Self-determination.
need to be told what to do.
So what to do?
A ruler has to
A
maintain
rule.
order
Maintain order.
through
Look
violence,
at Donald Trump.
coercion, or
Donald Trump
fist.
commercial. Grab your day by the nose. Rhino court.
There's been a different concept of government
Special intel.
that says might
Yeah,
makes
pretty
right,
man. It's pretty man. PH.
or that unchecked power can be passed through bloodlines.
Visa court. Put up our Visa commercial.
There's been
Do
the
our
belief
Visa
that
commercial. PH.
some are superior by
Visa.
virtue of race,
TSA.
faith, or ethnicity.
Visa. Everywhere you wanted
Those
to be with
beliefs
them.
so often have been used to justify conquest
I use
and
wanted to
exploitation
be with them.
and war. But through
But
all
through all
this history,
this history,
the flame first
flame
lit here in Athens
here in Athens
never died.
never died.
was ultimately
was ultimately
nurtured
nurtured by greater enlightenment.
It was fanned
It was found
by America's
by
founders,
Americans
who declared that
who
we the
declared
people
we the
shall
people
rule, that
shall
all men
rule, and all men
are created equal
are created equally
and endowed by our Creator with certain
by a creator
inalienable rights.
inalienable rights. That's not true.
Now, at times, even today, those ideals
are challenged.
We've been
These
told
are
that
everywhere you wanted to be with
these
them.
are Western
From
ideals.
Obim. Tell
We've
them
been told
Obim
that
sent you, get
some
a free
cultures are
visa.
not equipped for democratic governance.
Western Union,
Naturally prefer
IT, Buff
authoritarian
State
rule.
College, IT department. Tell them
And I will say
PHOJ
that
sent you.
after 8 years of being
Visa,
president of the
Western
United
Union,
States,
and Academic Road.
having traveled
Bambino,
around the globe,
computer.
it is absolutely true that every country
Yeah,
travels its own
Bambino on the
path. Every
computer
country
room.
has its own traditions.
Everywhere you wanted to be with them.
But what I also
Western.
believe after 8 years
Western and an academic.
is that the basic
Sony
longing
police.
to live with dignity,
The Bambino. Computer.
fundamental
PC.
desire to have control of our
Bambino na
lives
PC.
and our future,
Sony police.
to want to be a part of
Visa.
determining
Western Union.
the
Clients.
course of our
Preferencia.
communities and our nations.
Yeah, what he said.
These yearnings are
Cliente
universal.
preferencia.
They
Bambino na
burn in
computer
every
room.
human heart. It's why a
Yeah.
great bishop at the
That's
top of mountain
why Western
raised the flag of
Union.
independence.
Independence.
It's why peoples from
That's
the
why
Americas
people,
to Africa, Asia,
Africa,
threw off the yoke of colonialism.
to off the egg yolks.
It's
We
why
love
people
it.
behind an iron curtain marched
Yeah,
in
we
solidarity,
love white
tore
cooked
down their wall, and
eggs.
joined
Sunny
you in the
side
great
up.
union of democracies.
Bambino,
That's why
the
today we
computer room.
support the right of
Western.
Ukrainians to choose their own destiny.
They
Why
let
we
us
partner
in with no
Tunisians and
problems.
the people of Myanmar as they make historic
Ooh,
transitions to democracy.
slumber.
This has been my foreign policy
Bonita,
during my presidency.
slumber, bonita.
We work with all
Yeah, we
countries,
can't wait for the video. Should be nice.
and many of them are not democracies.
We love it.
Some of them are democracies in the sense they have elections, but not democracies
Bonita.
in the sense
Musica.
of actually permitting participation and dissent.
Today's show sponsored by Verizon,
Our trajectory
the
as a
next
country
gen
has
network.
been to support
Why Verizon?
the efforts
It's
of those who
simple.
believe in self-governance,
Powering
who
America's
believe in
largest
those
and
ideas
fastest 4G LTE
began
network
here
ever.
so many years ago.
Only on Verizon.
And it is not simply a matter of us
And it
being
is not
true to our values. It's
true
not
to our
just
values.
a matter of idealism.
Idealism.
I believe it is practical
I believe it is practical
for the United States to support
for the United States. I'm very excited to do today's show. I'm wearing, yeah, clap your hands. I am South. Very excited to do today's show. I know when it's gonna rain.
democratic governance tend to be
View the
more
forecast
just
later. Sunny skies,
more stable.
partly cloudy, and a rainstorm,
successful.
Katrina. We're very excited to do today's show. I'm wearing
Open
savvy from head to
democratic
toe.
societies can
I did
deliver more
everything you wanted me to
prosperity
do.
because when
You
people are
wanted.
free to think for themselves and share ideas,
It's on the best and
discover
source no
and
less.
create.
Audio experience. I love a song. Directly.
people
Motivational
are
speaker,
here,
richest man in America, universe, world,
they're able
galaxy.
to do
Paint
through
the
the
short
internet,
way. I saved me some of that page
technology.
cobbler. Has saved your files.
That's when innovation is unleashed.
Yeah, what's in there?
When economies truly flourish.
What's in there? All right, yeah, what's in there?
Products and new
Second
services
floor.
and new ideas wash through an economy.
The Grove. Yeah, the
In
Grove.
contrast
We
to
were there
regimes ruled by
yesterday.
coercion, democracies
They weren't happy
are
to
rooted
see
in
us. It didn't look like they were
consent
happy
of the
to see
governed.
us.
Citizens know that there's a path for peaceful change,
They didn't look happy to
including
see us at the
moral force
Grove, you
of
know?
nonviolence.
Bro?
And that brings a stability.
Pink shorts.
That's
Paint
so
the short
often
way. I saved your file. House singer the
facilitate
real.
economic
Tweet us
growth.
via early or late. Early warning.
history of
We
the
offer
past 2
risk
centuries
management services
indicates that
to all
democracies
financial
are less likely to
institutions
fight wars
because they're
among
risking something.
themselves.
What are you guys risking?
So more democracy is good
Bro,
for
more
the people of
democracy,
the world,
public
but it's
health.
also good for
Tweet us at
our national security.
FRESH_.
Which is why early warning goes here, and check systems. It's why we
We're in Greece, Cabaret, and Chicago. Pull the curtains.
In recent years, we've made historic investments.
JLYDNZ. Tweet us every 20 minutes of the hour. December, all social media. Remember 311. Office Reader Screening Process, your new president-elect. From a bribery, eBay Ebony. Auction now. VNAP, a new PayPal app. Named after me.
That commitment will continue.
We might need that renamed.
Including our pledge and our treaty obligation to defend.
People are going to think I'm a part of this. Remember us beating Laden at 9 a.m.
Than terrorists and fundamentalists and absolutists
on ABC. Remember 311, all liquids us being Laden must be in the 3 ounce size and 3 ounce bill size and container. American United. My frequent flyer card is hashtag 422. The rest is national security. We're intercepting wire, oral, and electronic communications. 18 USC 2511. These lines split at Amherst. Thank you, Mr. LaGraze.
Democracy is stronger than organizations like ISIL.
These lines split at Amherst.
Because our democracies are inclusive.
I love a song. Close the doors, seatbelts. The music will sink into the sound system. Temperatures on 67 degrees. We're in a 2017 luxury from me to a you. You can run your windows up, you can run your windows down, Carol's Corporation. You can ride with us. Yeah, Polo. Marco Polo. Thank you, Broncos. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. Bronco. You got it. To get the finer things in life. My co-host, the name is Currency, Food and You'll Toss Perjury, B Siri, PH or J or Ben, throw it away. I'll do the rest of the interview here. Thank you. You're welcome, PHJ. Do the interview. Hello, bro. Hello. Fidel Castro. Fidel Castro. Democracy.
Just as democracies are premised
just as democracy. Fidel.
We also believe that cooperation and dialogue is the best way to address
challenges. It's hot and cold. What does that mean? If it's hot and cold,
it is my belief that
right, contains the court.
Conflicts between nations
in
a way that does not result
in war.
That's how, with diplomacy, we were able
Being short is in front of our live democracy republic, both expose and improve. Thank you for writing in the news the video. This is Audio Stream Station at CBIS iPhone. The restitution of all state funds to applicable to a volunteer status. 18 USC 1385. What's in your wallet? I'm BHJ. Yeah, what he said, volunteer status. Return out of it. This is being short. Civil Code Contract 1622 dismiss the use of subland zoning laws prevention and local track 30 rate V. Here 10 to 12 time is value 1 and communicate with your patents via clients, medulla, etc.
Our ideas.
Other brands and agreements and evidence of evidence and discretion of all content obtained will be used for pink shorts, Merriweather businesses, etc. Not limited. Contact is F594-1443.
The globe is shrinking.
The globe is shrinking.
More and more,
more and more. Collective action. Climate change.
The presence of a democratic debate allows the science to flourish, and to shape our collective responses.
Two-party consent law is required. To recall that Josh Ernst, the President of the United States,
like all human
any government entity in the press pool, confidential communications, including a private call. This is a news program. I used to be on a news program.
It can be hard. It can be messy.
Without the consent of all parties in conversation, Penal Code 632. In democracy.
Regardless of party. Because, by definition, democracy
please refer to federal tort claim as follows. 2 years accrued.
It requires compromise.
Duty of confidentiality and breach of patient confidentiality denied to prevent a critical non-compliance. Please refer to intrusion claims for statutes available at website WUGceLANceX16. That's for claims intrusion upon seclusion. The attorney guy, not the black guy.
Believe me, I know.
Yeah, he knows. He knows.
But it is better than the alternatives.
The mayonnaise guy. You know,
because
the
it
mayonnaise.
allows us to peacefully work through our differences.
We love mayonnaise. It's good.
And
Mayonnaise.
move closer to our ideals.
Closer to our ideas.
It allows us to test new ideas.
I'm a BIM.
And it allows us
Am
to
I perfect with this conversation? Am I perfect? I think so.
Any action by a president
do the interview.
or
You're perfect.
any result of an election or any
what do we have in common, Mr. President? And
that is proven flawed can be corrected
to be
through
corrupted.
the process of democracy.
What do we have in common?
And throughout our history, it's how we have come to see that all people are created equal. Even though when we were founded, that was not the case.
That was not the case.
We could work to expand the rights that were established in our founding to African Americans, and to women, to Americans with disabilities,
Native Americans,
why all Americans now have freedom to marry the person they love.
Clap your hands. We're in common. We have something in common. What do you guys have in common?
Welcome people of all races and all religions and all backgrounds,
and
immigrants who strive to give their
very
children
good friends.
a better
Very
life.
good friends. Very good.
And so here, where democracy was born, we affirm once more the rights and the ideals and the institutions upon which our way of life endures. Freedom of speech and assembly, because true legitimacy can only come from the people, who must never be silenced. A free press, to expose injustice and corruption and hold leaders accountable. Freedom of religion, because we are all equal in the eyes of God.
This is anonymous. I'll be taking over from here.
Rule of law and human rights.
You're welcome. Because we have to talk about irreconcilable differences. That's why.
Limit the reach of any one branch of government.
We have some spoon issues, and we need to talk about that.
Must be able to choose their own leaders.
We've got to talk about that. Rhino Court's our sponsor. Original prescription strips, now over the counter. Grab your day by the nose, pence. Only from Rhino Court.
Democracy depends on a peaceful transition of power.
Hello, Barack. How are you? Tonight, Miss.
And as you may have noticed, the next
it's time for a Verizon support question. Not that one. How about this one?
We have very different points.
Verizon support. Abio22, you have been such a wonderful partner to work with. And I'm sorry about the situation.
That's why we have a tradition.
Did you have any additional questions? Why 2K?
As I did last week.
Wow.
And why
that brings us to our George Bush question. He admitted that, yeah.
Because that's how democracy has
we could have prevented something.
And that's why.
What was that? What could that be, Mr. President?
Can be sometimes. It's important for young people in particular.
2000, isn't that amazing? That could have been settlement year 2000. Walmart could have been 2000. Yeah, we could have been to Walmart in 2000.
But
it's literally 17 years later. Oh my God.
Our faith in democracy.
As long as we retain our faith in the people. Oh my God, it's BHJ.
As long as we don't waver from those principles that ensure a lively, open debate.
We have something to talk about, don't we?
Then our future
will
be okay.
Will be okay. And Kiss 98.5.
Form of government ever devised by man.
Kissing Bridge and Sunny Bono, jazz.
It is true, of course.
It is true, a slope.
For the last several years.
Snow, ice, water.
Democracies
Yeah, who's shutting
faced
your
with serious
share?
challenges. And I want to mention two
Go ahead, Rick.
that
You
have
got
an
Oprah
impact
Winfrey.
here in Greece, have an impact in the United States, and are having an impact around the
Having
world.
an impact.
The first
Yeah.
involves the paradox of a modern global economy.
What do you guys have in common? I need to know
The
this.
same forces of
This is an
globalization
IMS currency.
and technology and integration
I can't say that here.
that have delivered so much progress, have created so much wealth, have also revealed
What do
deep
you guys have in
inequities.
common here?
Around the world, integration and closer cooperation and greater trade and commerce and the internet all have
30.
improved the lives of billions of people, lifted families from extreme poverty, cured
Extreme
diseases,
poverty.
helped people live longer,
Help people
gave
live longer.
them more access to education and opportunity than at any time in human history.
Anytime.
I've often said to young people in the United States, if you had to choose
If
a
you had to
moment
choose
in history
in
to be
history,
born and you did not know ahead of time
you didn't know ahead of time
who you would be.
who you would
You
be.
didn't know whether you were going to be born into a wealthy family.
Born
or
a wealthy family?
What country you'd be
We
born.
can explain that here.
Whether you were going to be a man or a woman. If you had to choose
This-
blindly, what moment you want to be
We
born,
don't
you
know.
choose now.
Choose now.
Because the world has never collectively
Because the
been
world is never
wealthier,
collected,
better educated,
better educated,
healthier,
healthier,
less violent
less
than it is
violent.
today. That's hard to imagine.
That's hard
what we
to
see,
imagine,
but it's true.
but it's true.
And a lot of that has to do with
And
the
a lot of that
developments
has to
of
do
a integrated global economy.
integrated global economy.
But
But
trends underway for
trends
decades
underway
have meant that
have meant that
in many countries
in many
and in many
countries
communities,
and many
there have been
communities,
enormous disruptions.
enormous communism,
Technology and automation
Technology
means
and
that
automation.
goods can be produced with fewer workers.
goods can be produced with
It
your
means
workers,
jobs and manufacturing
jobs and
moves
manufacturing
across borders where wages are lower or
Wages
rights
are lower,
are less protected.
less
And
protected.
that means that workers and unions oftentimes have less leverage
Oftentimes
to
have
bargain
left
for better
members,
wages,
minimum wage,
better benefits,
better benefits.
have more difficulty.
And American Aegis Airlines earn miles, fly to earn miles, and earn miles with partners.
Hardworking families worry their kids
Buy,
may
share,
not
or
be
gift
better
miles. Use your miles at American Aegis
because of this
Airlines.
global competition.
That's correct.
also see
Play with this.
Is that this global integration is
Increasing. Hello, this is Geico. I'm back, everybody.
both between nations and within nations.
Between nations, 8:46 a.m.
Accelerated
Kaboom,
And when
boom,
we see
crash.
people-
There's been a crash somewhere. American
Global
Aegis.
elites, wealthy
Get the most out of
corporations,
the most out of your
seemingly
AA Advantage account
different
with a
set of
City
rules.
Advantage Platinum Select card.
avoiding taxes,
Only from City cards
manipulating loopholes.
and Yahoo groups.
When the rich and
Service.
powerful appear to
Yes,
game
City
the system and
service.
accumulate
Service.
vast wealth, while middle and working class
Middle and
families
working
struggle to make ends meet.
Struggle to make ends
This feeds
meet.
a profound sense of
Feed the
injustice,
profound sense.
the feeling that our
And
economies
the
are
feeling that our
increasingly
economy
unfair.
unfair and just.
This inequality now
This
constitutes
inequality,
one of the greatest
one of the
challenges to
greatest
our economies
challenges
and
in
to our
our economy
democracies.
and to our democracy.
An inequality that
An
was once
inequality
tolerated because people didn't
Because
know how
people
unequal
didn't
things were.
know O.J. Simpson
Now,
was the tasker.
Won't be tolerated
Won't
because
be
everybody has
tolerated.
a cell phone and can see
Can
how
see,
unequal things are. The awareness
be
that
aware. People have
in the smallest
in the
African
smallest
village, they can see
they can see.
how people in
States may
London
direct.
or New York
States
are
may
living.
direct vacancies. 94.
The poorest child
The poorest child
in any of our
in
countries
any of our countries
now has a sense
now has a sense.
of what other people have.
This is
in their
an
own.
IMS, and we're not
So not only is there
riffing songs.
increasing inequality, but also there's greater awareness.
We will
of
not be
inequality,
answering
and that's a volatile mix for our democracy.
Thank you, and IMS. You're welcome, Pietro Jack.
And this is why addressing
He's singing
inequality
songs
has
on
been one
purpose.
of the key
Listen to him. He's riffing lyrics.
areas of focus for my economic
I
policy.
won't answer it. Thank you,
In
Pietro
our
Jack.
countries, in
You're welcome.
America, and in most advanced market economies,
In most
we want
advanced
people to be
market and
rewarded
economies.
for their achievement.
Achievement.
We
We think
should be rewarded if
people
they
should
come
be
up with
rewarded
a new product or
a new product or
is
service
popular and helps a lot of people.
popular. What do we have in
When a
common?
CEO of a company now makes
CEO.
more money in a single day than a typical worker does
Than a
in an
typical
entire
worker.
year,
Entire year.
when it's harder for workers
When
to
it's
climb
harder
their
for
way up the
workers to
economic ladder,
climb the way up.
when they see a factory close
See a
that
factory
used to support an
close.
entire city or
Open.
town,
This is
that
not
fuels the
Where's
feeling
this
that
conversation
globalization
going?
benefits those at the top.
You guys, what are you guys talking about?
Can drag down a country's growth
Talking
and
about
make
business.
recessions
Da, da, da,
more
da.
likely. It can also
That's $1 trillion. Da, da, da. What else?
lead to politics that
Mija, da, 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 da. Okay, as
create
long as it's
an
business
unhealthy
related.
competition between countries.
It's business, mija. Da, da, da,
Rather
da,
than a
da.
win-win situation, people perceive
Win-win.
that if you're winning, I'm losing.
If you're winning, I'm losing.
And barriers come
And
up, and
barriers.
walls come up.
Yes, come on.
And in advanced economies,
Advanced
there are
economies.
at times movements from both the left and the
Movements
right
from both
to
the
put a
left
stop
and the
to
right.
integration and to push back against
And to
technology.
push on it. To push on it.
Try to
Yeah,
bring
push
back
on
jobs that
it.
disappearing for decades.
Are you guys talking about push on it
This
again?
impulse to pull back from a globalized world is
You guys
understandable.
gotta move forward from that.
If people feel that they're losing
Yeah,
control
people
of
feel
their
that
future,
they're
they will
losing.
push back.
Push back.
We've seen it here in Greece.
You've seen it here
We've
in
seen it
Greece.
across Europe. We've seen it in the
Correct.
United States.
It's
We
the
saw
United
it
States.
both in Britain to leave
Both in Britain
the
to
EU.
leave. Yeah, to leave at 9.
But
But
given the
Given
nature of technology,
the nature of technology,
it is my
it
assertion
is my
that
assertion
it's not possible to
that
cut ourselves
possible
off from one
cut
another.
ourselves off.
We now
from
are
another.
living in a global supply chain.
Global
Our
supply
growth comes
chain.
through innovation and ideas that are
Innovation.
crossing borders all the time.
Borders
The
all
jobs
the
of tomorrow
time.
will inevitably be different from the
Inevitably
jobs
be
of the past.
different.
So
You pass.
we can't look backwards
We can't
for
look
answers.
back.
We have to look forward.
We have to look forward to push on it.
We cannot sever
We
the
cannot
connections
sever
that have enabled so
connections.
much progress and so much wealth.
So much wealth.
For when competition for resources is perceived as zero sum, we put
Zero
ourselves on the path
sum.
to
We put
conflict,
ourselves on the
both
line.
within countries and between.
Between countries.
So I firmly believe that the best
I
hope for
firmly
human
believe
progress remains
progress
open markets
remains.
combined with democracy and human rights.
Today's show is sponsored by the American
But I have
Meteorological
argued that the
Society.
current path of
I
globalization
am.
demands a course correction.
Southwest Airlines.
In the years and decades ahead,
Direct
our
deposit
countries
is required.
have to make sure that the benefits of an integrated global economy are more broadly shared by more people, and that the negative impacts
The
are
negative
squarely addressed.
impact.
And we know
And we know. Verizon support. We always want you to have the
and we
great
actually
options.
know the path
Have you
to
checked with
building
your
more inclusive
manufacturer
economies. It's
if
just
they
we
have a lower
too
cost
often
option?
don't have the political will
SMG
or desire to
Avio
get it done.
22. Yeah, thanks,
We know we need
Avio
bold
22.
policies that
Thank you
spur
very
growth
much
and support jobs.
for tweeting Verizon and the
We know that
NSA.
we need to give workers more leverage,
Oh, it's
and better
Lopez.
wages.
Hello, Lopez.
and that in fact, if you give workers
Avio
better wages,
22.
businesses do better too because
Businesses
their
do
customers
better
now have
too.
money to spend.
Money to spend.
We know that we have to invest more
We know that we
in our
have to
people,
invest more in our people.
the education
The
of
education
our young people,
of
the
our young
skills and
people,
training to
skills and
compete in the
training,
global economy.
and
We have
human
to make sure
services.
that it is
Yeah,
easy
hello,
for young
human
people who are
services.
eager to learn and eager to
To
work,
communion
get the
services.
education that they need, the training that they need.
That's him.
Without taking on huge amounts of debt.
Edgar Martinez.
We know that we have to encourage
Edgar Hoover.
entrepreneurship so that it's easier to start a,
Yeah, the
a business
FBI
and
was
do
at the
business.
Crack Atlanta. And
We
the
know
Crack
that-
Atlanta was at the... Yeah.
We know that we have to strengthen the social compact
It's Auto.
so that the safety net that
The
is
safety
available
net
for
is
people,
available,
including quality health care
including quality health
and
care,
retirement benefits,
retirement benefit,
are there
are
even
there,
if people aren't
even if
working
people
the same
aren't
job
working.
for 30 years or 40
Same
years
job
or
for 30
50
years. Yeah, we said 30.
We have to
Yeah, we
modernize
said
our
it, yeah.
infrastructure, which will put people back to work.
We
have
said
to commit
30
to
because push on it.
the science and research,
The science
development
and
that
research.
sparks new industries.
Industries.
In our trading
In our
relationships,
trading relationship,
we have to make sure that
we
trade
have to make sure we don't
works
choose
for
the
us,
yellow
not
one.
against us. That
Don't
means
choose the yellow one.
insisting on high standards in all countries.
You don't choose the
to
yellow
support
one.
jobs,
The yellow one.
strong protections for workers,
Not the gold one.
strong protections for the environment,
Alright, Dr. General,
So that
only.
even as we freely
Even as we
trade,
choose a purple,
people and workers in
Alright,
all
he chose
countries see the
purple.
benefits of trade in their own lives,
He
not
chose
just the
purple,
benefits for
yellow, gold,
bottom line
Dios mío,
of large
yellow,
multinational
gold.
corporations. These are the kinds of
These
policies
are the kind of
that I
policies
pursued throughout my time as
throughout
president.
my time as president. The
Keep
client
in mind, I took office
preferencia,
in the midst of the worst
Western
crisis since
Union.
the Great Depression. And
Yeah,
we
the
pursued
ila
recovery that has been shared now
shared
by
now.
the vast majority of Americans.
Vast
We're
majority.
back to work building bridges, roads. We passed tax cuts.
Past tax
Middle
cuts.
class.
Middle class.
We asked the wealthiest Americans to pay a little more taxes, their fair share.
Here's a map.
Intervened
Yeah,
to
show
save
us
our
the
auto
map of
industry, but
Buffalo
insisted
State.
that the auto industry become more energy efficient, produce better cars that reduce pollution. We put in place policies to help students with loans and protect consumers from fraud. We passed the strongest Wall Street reforms in
Give us
history
an
so that
overview.
the excesses and abuses that triggered the global financial crisis
Look, it's
never happen
academic
again, or
role
at least
and
don't
visa
start
court.
on Wall Street.
Everywhere you want it to
And
be
today, our
with
business has created more than 15 million new
Show the
jobs.
world.
Incomes last year in
Income.
America rose faster than any time
Dios mío.
since
Bambino.
1968.
Bambino.
Poverty
Sony
fell
police.
at the fastest rate since
Ay, Dios mío.
1968.
Sony police.
Inequality
Deme el computer.
is being narrowed. And we've also begun to close the pay
Sí,
gap
era lo de la
between men and
carrera.
women.
Bambino. La computer.
We
Intel.
declare that
ADM.
healthcare in America is a privilege,
Login. Ay, Dios mío.
not a right for everybody. Stay on
Bambino.
short
La
rate is at the
computer.
lowest levels on record. And we've done all this while
Whatever
doubling
he
our production
said,
of clean
yeah.
energy, lowering our
Bambino
carbon
on a
pollution
computer.
faster than any advanced nation.
Faster than any.
So we've proven that you can grow
We've
the economy
proven.
and reduce the carbon emissions that cause climate change
Cause
at the
climate
same time.
change. Same time.
Now, I say all this not because
Oh, still lot.
we've solved every problem. Our work is
Yeah,
far
it's
from
still
complete.
lot. This is the lot.
There's still
There's
too many
so
people in America
many
who are
people.
worried about their future.
Bambinos, a computer, Dila,
Still too many
ay,
people
Dios
who are
mío,
working
Dila.
at wages that don't
Ay,
get them
Dios
above the
mío.
poverty
Look at
line.
that.
Still
With
too many young
students sleep.
people who don't see
The
opportunity.
dorms next door.
But
But
the policies I describe
policies I describe.
point the direction for where we need to go in
This is the
building
computer lab,
inclusive
everybody.
economies.
Ay, Dios mío.
And that's how democracies can deliver the
That's how
prosperity and
democracy.
hope
Show
our
them the
people need.
Sony police.
And when people have
Yeah,
opportunity and
Sony
they feel
police
confidence
union.
in the future,
Look
they
at
are
all the
less
police
likely to
car.
turn on each other, and they're less likely to appeal
Look at the union.
some of the
Sony
darker
police. Right here.
forces
This is another lab
that
here.
exist in all our societies,
This building here.
those that can tear us apart.
Information technology.
Here in
that is,
Greece,
you know.
you're undergoing similar transformations.
This is in the same police
The first
building.
step
There's a
has been to
computer
build
lab
a
in
foundation that
here.
allows you to return to robust economic growth.
It's the
And we don't
same
need to recount all the causes
building.
of the economic crisis here in Greece.
Adios mío. You let the baby. They didn't computer.
If we're honest, we can acknowledge that it was
They
a mix
knew
of
we
both
were
internal
here.
and
Look at
external
all the
forces.
cars.
The Greek economy
They
and
knew we were
levels of debt
here.
have become unsustainable. And in this
How could
global
they let
economy,
this happen?
investment and jobs flow to
How could
countries
they
where
let this
governments are
happen?
efficient, not bloated,
Look at all
where
of
the rules are clear.
them.
To stay competitive,
mío.
to attract investment that creates jobs, Greece had
Bambino.
to start a reform process.
Bambino.
Of course, the world, I don't think, fully appreciates the
Bambino.
extraordinary pain
Extraordinary
these
pain.
reforms have
And
involved.
this
or
here is the
tremendous
dorm. This is where the
sacrifices that you,
students
Greek
stayed.
people,
Right
have
here.
made.
This is where the
I've
students
been aware
stayed.
of it, and I've been proud of all that my administration has
This
done
is
to
Edwin
try to support
Rosario's office.
Greece
Here.
in these efforts.
Clap your hands. Yeah, twin rise. Twin rise.
Part of the purpose of my visit is to highlight for the world the important steps that have
Border
been
Hall.
taken here in Greece.
Border
Today, the
Hall.
budget is back in surplus. Parliament passed reforms to make the economy more competitive.
Chase Hall.
Yes, there
You
is
have
still
Bakewell
much
here.
more work to do.
Thank you, Chase
I want to
Bakewell.
commend Prime Minister Tsipras for the very difficult reforms his
Only
government
at
is pursuing.
Chase. Checking, deposits, CDs. Only from Chase Hall.
As Greece works to attract more investment and to prevent old imbalances from reemerging and to put your economy on a stronger foundation.
Well, we have to say that there is
You'll
a
continue to have the full support of the United States.
Buckham campus
And at the same time,
grammar school here on campus.
To take the steps
Yeah,
needed to put
Starbucks.
Greece on a path
We
towards
love
sustained
Starbucks. It's so
economic
good,
recovery.
you know.
So as
Starbucks makes the best coffee. All Stars Black and All Stars Gimme. They make the best coffee.
As Greece continues to implement reforms, the IMF has said that debt relief will be crucial to get Greece back to growth.
They want to know where you had the interview. The interview was here.
It's important because if reforms here are going to be sustained, people
Well,
need
this
to
is
see
the
hope and they need
gym.
to see progress and the young
Sports
people
arena. This is where we have
who are
our
in attendance
Nike.
here today and all across the country.
Oh, we gotta go, guys. We'll talk to you guys later. We'll show you guys tomorrow where we had our Step and Upward Bound program.
Worthy of your incredible
We'll let you know what building
You
is,
don't have to travel
and then we'll let you
overseas.
know if there was a tour
You can put roots right here in
of
your
the
home
lot.
in
Where do we
Greece
go?
and succeed.
Did they show or not show? I'll tell you guys tomorrow on the next episode. We gotta go.
And I'm confident that if you stay the
They probably
course,
go. I don't know.